Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and also Happy New Year. In this episode, we're going to be finishing off our conduit. So last time we finished up the trench, and then the utility company actually saw that video, and so they came out right away, inspected it, and said we're good to go. So we're going to finish gluing that up, get it all set up, and then we have a fun gift that we just got that we're excited to show you. So let's go ahead and get started. Doesn't fall on my head. It's the wrist breaker. Oh wow, there's a lot of airflow through this pipe. That would suck. Good.
I'd rather just keep it. There we go. That's all I want.
All right, so we're done with our conduit now, and the utility company actually already came out, checked it out, and they gave us this tape. It says caution, buried electric line below. So this is gonna go about 18 inches above, and it'll just be there so that if we're ever digging in the future, we'll hit that before we hit the electrical line. We also are probably gonna be running some conduit in this too, because we have fiber right on the road, so we'll be able to run some fiber. This is what we've been getting power from this whole time. This is our temporary power pole, and you can see that the power is coming from this pole over to there, and then down to the meter base. And when they install this line, they're gonna take it off there and then run it directly to the house, so that meter base is gonna move over there. We actually kind of like this pole, so we're gonna leave an outlet here and run some power to that too. We think it'll be good to have just for outside, or if we ever want an RV hookup. So while we have the trench open, it'd probably be easy to just go ahead and run that now. So now we're working on some of the final steps to get our rough-in inspection, and we've already done a lot off camera this week. We reran a few wires, redid a couple switches. So now we're going around and getting all of our boxes prepared for putting in a switch or an outlet. And just for an example, this is one that has a few light switches in it. So we have a floodlight, and this will be able to be controlled from upstairs or in the shop. We also have this porch fixture that can be controlled from right here or in the shop. And then this living room fixture that is controlled from 3 different places around this room. And so basically we need to label it just so we can keep up with that. Cut everything to length. And then we're going to be stripping back each one of these and tying together the neutrals and tying the grounds. So we're just going to continue on with this, and we'll show you a couple as we go along. And so these labels are really just for us. It kind of sucks once you lose the label on one and then you have to retrace the wire. So that'll be helpful for us to have later. And then we're also probably going to put some labels in the box itself eventually, just for future reference if we ever have to change anything.
We'll do one that you strip. Speed up cameras.
Oh, really? In all the tutorials we watch for this kind of thing, they do it so fast. But it's kind of a time-consuming thing. And we have a lot of boxes to do, so we're going to be doing this for a while. Probably going to do a lot of it off camera because I think it'll get really repetitive. We've been using this little stripper to cut all the casings on these wires. And I know like a lot of people who do this all the time can just knock it out with one of these utility knives, but I don't trust myself with that yet, so this is what we've been doing. Works pretty well though.
I was going to leave the wires where they were.
right, so we got our Christmas gift that xTool sent us all set up, and this is the xTool P2, and we are just really excited about this. This thing is incredible. Now, when I got this D1 Pro from them, this is already beyond what I could have ever imagined having. So being able to have this just completely blows me away. So the main difference between these two lasers is that one's a diode laser and this one's a CO2 laser, but there's also so many cool features of this one that I'm really excited about. First off, it's completely enclosed, so we'll be able to exhaust the fumes. And also, since this is a CO2 laser, it allows us to cut materials that we couldn't before, like glass and acrylic, which we're going to be trying out today. And the thing that I'm most excited about is right here. So we're going to be able to hook up a conveyor feeder to this and send long boards through the laser. So that's one of the things I really want to try at some point. But I thought today, since we just finished getting this set up, we'd just try a little demo together and try to cut some acrylic and see what happens. All right, so this is their software, xTool Creative Space. And the cool thing about this is it has a camera, so you can just line up whatever you're engraving directly on it. And this is kind of a bad example because the acrylic's kind of hard to see, but I just captured a close view. And I think I'm on the edge of the acrylic, but I'm just gonna try some default settings on this. Let's just see what happens. Start. And we're gonna hit the button. So satisfying. Yeah, it's definitely doing it. So yeah, this has a 55 watt CO2 laser, and it just has this giant liquid cooled laser in the back of it. Oh, and also since it has this glass on top, you don't have to wear glasses. It has like a protective film over it so you don't hurt your eyes, so it's kind of nice. Man, it looks good. All right, so now it's gonna cut it. All right, let's see how our first ever acrylic did. Satisfying. Oh, yeah. You gotta wash that off and see how it looks. Wow. Look at that. That is just super clear. It's my first time ever engraving something clear, so it's just cool. So some of the other tests we did are this red cedar one, and I maxed out the resolution on that. It just looks incredible. It also has a feature where it can 3D scan an object, so I tried that out on this rock. This probably isn't the best example, but I mean, it's still pretty cool that you can do that. We also did a cutting board for Mimi. We're excited about this. We're gonna be doing some really cool stuff, so definitely leave some suggestions. And also, if you guys plan on getting any xTool laser, xTool gave me a coupon code, so I think it's Danner80, and you get $80 off $1,000 or more. So if you get either of these lasers, you'll get $80 off, and you'll help support the channel if you click on any of the affiliated links in the description. So thank you again to xTool for that. We're gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff, but that's gonna be a wrap for this video. Thanks to everyone who subscribed and liked the videos, and also a huge shout out to everyone that backs us over on Patreon. We really appreciate your support, and we'll see you guys in the next video.